Brandon Staley fired by the Chargers during the 2023 season. He was a candidate at one point to return to the Rams as defensive coordinator after the Falcons hired Raheem Morris to be the head coach. And I want to be clear on what we have said about this. I'm not saying he's going to become the next 49ers defensive coordinator, but there are people in league circles who believe that he will be, could be. And really, at this point, who else is there? Who else are you going to hire? Who else is available to become the next defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers, given that Steve Wilkes was fired 2 days after the Super Bowl? So we shall see, Miles. And there will be plenty of 49ers fans not happy about Brandon Staley because they don't think about what Staley did as a defensive coordinator. They think about what he did as a head coach.
And what was interesting about Staley as a head coach and defensive play caller, and we all knew that he was going to continue calling the defensive plays, so we don't have to ask that question, is that he was very, very into what he believed his system was, right? And so the question is, if you go to the 49ers, can you adapt to what it is that they do, or are you going to be very insistent that your system is going to work? I think that was part of why his defense didn't work with the Chargers, because he was too insistent on, I don't know, what this system is and how it's going to work, and it's going to do this and that. So that is the ultimate question. Obviously, look, he was really good with the Rams in 2020, right? You don't end up with the number one ranked defense in terms of points allowed and yards allowed without being good at your job. You also had Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald to build that thing around. So, there's talent certainly with the 49ers, but I can understand why 49ers fans would not be the most excited about this as a hire, especially given what Kyle Shanahan said about, wanting to get the defense back to a level of what it was and how there was that continuity before with DeMeco Ryans after Robert Saleh.
Most people believe there's no way Kyle Shanahan fired Steve Wilkes without knowing exactly what his next move is going to be. I still think it would be a great story if he'd get Pete Carroll to come be the defensive coordinator. You want to run that Seattle Cover 3 system, get the godfather of it, get Pete Carroll. That would be great. But we'll see. Maybe he really didn't know what he was going to do. Maybe he was so exasperated he just needed somebody other than Steve Wilkes because he spent way too much time worrying about the defense last year. That's what we surmised yesterday. We're going to take a break. In honor of Caitlin Clark becoming the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball, we're going to do a draft of the best scorers in NFL history. We'll do that next here on PFT Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.